shit.
There's already some shit in there?
Yeah.
Like already grinded up?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the grinding for that?
Yeah, you know the vibes, yeah. This shit is hard.
When you go back to New York, let me know.
I got you.
I'll you.
Yeah.
Don't forget my
Y'all should come through. That shit is yeah.
Well, nah, he just be going out there. Like, he just be going to New York. He be like gone though.
Alright, let's get it started then. Episode 67, COD Podcast. This is a first. We are live and direct. I say that every episode, but this is really live. Like, you know, you've been seeing us for 60-some episodes so far, and we've been on Zoom. And, you know, the homie Piff right here, he's right around the corner, you know, DMV really. So, you know, I've been telling y'all that I'm, you know, in DC, you know, Northern Virginia. Piff out here, Epifani, you know, up and coming rapper. He right out of you know, was it Moco? Yeah. So, you know, he right out of Maryland with it. So I definitely was like, you know, why not? We got to get something live in person, because that's just what, you know, podcasting is. Like, of course, with the pandemic, everybody loves to see, you know, everybody connect through Zoom and things like that. But it's something that we at the COD have been striving for, about how can we get something live and in person. So we here, and I mean, we in the trap with it. You see how it is, you know, we thugging it out. I'm holding the mic. You know, I wish I had brought my my mic stand, but it is what it is. We here now, so we just making it do what it do. So when I had brought it up to Paul and Darius, they was like, nah, just go ahead, because I was trying to figure out a way to, you know, get them to join in through Zoom or whatnot. But they was like, nah, just go ahead and rock it. So we here now. We with Piff, bro. So for the people who don't know, tell them who you are.
Yo, it's Piff. Shit. I go by Epifani, but for short it's Piff. So it's Piff at, like, pretty much all the shows and everything. Like, niggas gonna call me Piff, and on paper it's just Epifani though. You feel me? Like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy because one John has one F and then like the other has two Fs, but when you think about it, it makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? But on socials it's Piff 3500.
Right.
You feel me?
Something like Lil Wayne and Weezy, but so you represent 3500 World. Who is that? You know, tell us who that is though.
Shit, 3500 World is it's just, you know, I feel like it's just it's a huge part of me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's family. It's like it's I feel like it's just like, it can't be like a collective. It's more than just like individual artists doing their thing. You feel me? Like in one big group, it's like a label, but at the same time, the way that we just be doing our shit, like, we're such standout artists. You know what I'm saying? It's just feel good music all the way around, you know. But like, it's just really just young niggas from the area that I fuck with, that I'm really locked in with, you feel me? And there's not too many of us. There's a lot of like affiliations. There's a lot of niggas who are like, you know, down type shit, but there's only like a couple artists, and I got a producer on there too, Josh KTA, and my artist Heartbreak Mags. Shout out. For sure.
So you also got an artist Mags, and I'm gonna hold the mic right here because, you know, it's picking up.
Oh,
so,
alright, man.
Yeah, so, you know, but your artist Mags, you say he got something in the works too, right?
Yeah, Mags just dropped Gargoyle, his first full length project on, what was it? It was April Fool's, so April 1st.
Okay.
And that's just doing numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
and your new single that you just dropped.
Nah, I ain't. Well, that shit. When did I drop that shit? When did I drop Selfish? I don't even know.
But that's the latest single. That's the latest single for this year, right? Selfish.
Yeah.
Alright, so I ain't gonna lie. So, you know, just seeing your social media and whatnot, I thought you dropped the album. I thought you dropped the project. That's why I'm like, yo, I gotta get you on the podcast. It's time. We here, right? Because I've been seeing Venom, but when I looked it up, Venom dropped in 2021.
Right.
Now I'm seeing you're promoting Vyper.
Right.
Now both those covers to me kind of look similar. Are they related? Like Future Hendrix or something like that? Is it a, you know, an A-B type of project?
Yeah, I would say so.
Right.
I mean, Venom kind of came out of me recording Vyper over the course of like 2.5-3 years. So
right.
As soon as I feel like I felt like when like niggas was just taking a little too long on it, and I was pushing Vyper back. That is.
Right.
A few projects kind of just came out of that whole process.
Okay.
And Venom was the last one, but Venom is really like pre-Vyper. You know what I'm saying? But it's more like, just like more high energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When can we expect Vyper?
Vyper's coming out May 20th. You feel me? May 20th, man.
Okay, you heard it here first, May 20th. May 20th, and you got something that you're announcing tomorrow. I mean, this pod's gonna be out tomorrow, so.
Oh, true. The announcement is just I just got this show.
Okay.
I got this show, and this shit about to be turned.
Right. And you've been booming out here, like, you know, earlier in the studio with Phoenix. You know, shout out Phoenix Walters. Earlier in the studio, you were saying how so far in 2022 you've been trying to keep up momentum, like, you know, 2 shows a month. Yeah. You still going on that trajectory or what? Because like that's not, you know, when I heard it, I was like, that's not a bad idea. Of course, that's, you know, what we're all trying to do. But we see you doing it right now. So how does it really feel? And like, are you still keeping up with that goal?
I say so far so good.
Right.
So far so good, man. God is good. I just been pushing the ball forward, you know, just moving everything forward.
Yeah.
Just put my best foot forward, you know, just making great music. And this album is really gonna be, it's just a really big deal to me, man. Like I said, I've been recording it for almost like 3 years, you feel what I'm saying? Off and on, and throughout the process, a lot of ups and downs have occurred. So it's a lot of good and bad in the album, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's definitely one that's more catered to the ladies, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's kind of like where I'm at right now for that album, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's like where I'm at.
Are you working with the same producers? Or you switch things up, production-wise, sound-wise?
From like Venom to Vyper? Yeah, not really though. I really kind of stay with like 5 producers. I really don't go outside too much.
Yeah.
Not for any particular or like negative reason. I just kind of like have a specific sound that I'm aiming for, and I really don't feel like anyone else can really cater to that. Yeah. So I just fuck with those certain producers and shit.
Yeah, as far as your sound, who would you compare yourself to mainstream wise?
I can't, bro.
Right.
I can't even. I'm so sorry. Like, not like I can't, but like, cause I'm sure people would be like, "Oh, Pip sounds like,"
right.
You know what I'm saying? He probably sound like, but to me, I just feel like I'm so original, bro. Like,
where my phone at, bro? Let me pull up Spotify. Let me see what Spotify say, cause you know how I go. We just gonna see what Spotify say. So Spotify say.
I got Spotify, but shout out to everybody listening to this shit on Spotify.
Alright, I can't even. Yeah, nah, you might be right. I can't even call it. I'd say everybody, you know, that you might sound like is somebody that you might have worked with. So. You know what I mean? I was saying you really tapped in, like you said. So like, is that more so a testament to 3500 that you're just keeping it really in house like that, or is it like 3500 plus a few outside guys and whatnot?
In the sense of what, like features and shit like that,
or no, just as far as like your whole sound, your world, right? Who you work with, as far as your producers, the rappers that you work with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The visual guys, you just keep it kind of like
it's pretty
focused on. Yeah,
it's pretty in house. Just a couple of people who are like I'll let in, you know what I'm saying, temporarily.
Right.
And then they kind of just, I cast them out type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really work with too many people.
Alright.
I'm kind of to myself when it comes to shit like that. But I'm very open to working. Like, I got songs with everybody, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, so it just depends on who you are. It depends on like, the relationship and shit like that.
Now, how long you been rapping?
Bro, I feel like before anybody else was, to be honest with you, bro. Like, I told you, like, bro, I've been doing this shit since a kid, for real. No bullshit. Like I started off really recording myself on like an MP3 player that like my mother had when I was in like 5th grade. It's just like 05, 06, and I'm literally on YouTube
Right.
Like typing in instrumentals, whatever. Like at the time, like Lil Wayne Get Money was hot at the time. So I would go on YouTube and type in Lil Wayne Get Money instrumental, play the drum, and I would like fuck up, bro. I would take like 20 takes. And I would just like repeatedly try to get like the perfect positioning on like where I could hold the MP3 player, like recite my verse, you feel me?
Right.
And like have the beat play like perfectly so like you can hear anything.
Yeah.
Shit took me like a break to kind of master, but once I did, that was my first introduction to like me self-recording. And it didn't come from me going on YouTube and finding something. At the time, YouTube was like fresh. YouTube was like very new. You know what I'm saying? So, like I guess it kind of just came from me. Like I just had that hunger. Like I was like, I want to record by any means. Like I can record on this thing. Let me see what I can do. You feel me? So I've had that hunger in me since then, bro. And I was like,
shit, you see us live and direct, I'm holding the mic. That's the hunger right here. But yo, honestly, Lo, even earlier in the studio, you was talking about, you know, making your own beats. How's your production like? What's that sound like? And are you still making beats? Are you going back to it? Because you kind of said you know, ever since you focus on being an artist, you just been tapped in on that side and not necessarily on the beats.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know why. I mean, I really just gave up on it, really, like, you know, not really gave up, but I just stopped, like 100%. I just stopped making beats.
Yeah.
There was a point in time where I was making beats, like 2 beats a day.
Yeah.
For at least a good year or two.
3 summers.
But, you know, for real. But I just slowed up. I just wanted to take my career a little more seriously. I just felt like I didn't have the time. But after I dropped this album and, you know, do a little promo run for it and things of that sort, I think I'm going to chill out and really enjoy life for a little bit and like get back to producing, just get back to things that like I really enjoy doing because I just been on the go recently, bro.
Right, take some things in, you know, get some more material, write some more raps. You know, as far as, you know, slowing down and you say, you know, living life and focusing on that, you know, you said you've been out in LA recently, you know, longest 6 months and whatnot. How's that been? You know, just being a Maryland artist and then going really to the other coast, the other side of America, really to the epicenter of this entertainment that we trying to get into. So, you know, how is that? You know, really grinding and trying to be out there and trying to, I guess, get your foot in the door.
Shit, I just treat it like any other place, bro. I'm just, you know, just do the best I can while I'm there and go crazy, you know, network as much as I can and learn as much as I can. You know, it's a whole different world out there, so I just be trying to take in everything as it comes for real, you know what I'm saying? Nothing else but that, honestly, you know, and just enjoying the vibes, the views, the scenery, shit like that. But always locked in, bro. Like every time I go, I'm shooting a video or two.
Staying productive.
Locking in the studio.
Can't get lost in La La Land.
Fuck no.
Hey, but back to producing. You said earlier too, you said how, you know, you had the equipment still, so you might as well produce. What equipment, like, were you working with when you was making beats?
I had an Akai. I still got the joint. I got the Akai.
Yeah.
It's like a 48 key, 46 key, like controller. It's got the keypad. I mean, like the pads on it and all that shit.
Right.
And I was working with Logic.
All right.
I was working with Logic Pro, so just recording on different programs, but I was always making beats on Logic the whole time. Yeah.
Now, you know, as an artist myself, I dabbled in trying to make beats, but I always felt like, okay, let me focus on the rhymes. And, you know, throughout my career, I've worked with a number of producers, always locked in and whatnot. And, you know, last year, I really, you know, tapped in. And actually before that, I tapped in and tried my hand at producing with, you know, Hi-Fi 2. And then I actually really went in and produced like 4 tracks for this Wonderama EP, and to me it feels like it's a different type of control, right? So you already made the beat. While you're making the beat, you can hear it, what pocket you're trying to go into, and to me, sometimes, not trying to knock any other producer, but when you do make your own beat, it feels like, man, I'm that much more tapped in. Is that kind of what you feel like when you did make your own beats? Like you kind of really like made the blueprint for your sound before you started let other producers take over?
100%. I feel like that's where the sound that my producer Josh KTA, I feel like the sound that he helped mold that I have now. I mean, same shit, bro. Like this, the stems, the early shit comes from that. From me producing and having like particular sounds and things that I want to hear.
Right.
You know, it kind of guided me to like where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like 100%.
Okay. Now, bro, like honestly, like 3500 ain't just music, right? It's a whole movement. So we see it not only in the music, we see it in the style, we see it in the sound. The last show I went to yours, of course, is going to be on this COD TV that's going to drop shortly after this episode, so people are going to see your last performance and whatnot. But yeah, bro, like, of course we got to do a drip check. Why not? I mean, we got the cameras and whatnot, so I'm gonna let you go first, bro. You gotta give us a rundown of what you got going on, and then just kind of explain the style, man. Explain what really goes into being Piff.
This some roll out of bed type shit, bro. This I'm just throwing shit on at this point, man. Shit, it's
light work.
You feel me? I got this little NERD cap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got this on in many colors, many flavors.
Rare.
If you know, you know. And I got this 101 3500 World exclusive ass hoodie. It's the green on blue.
Hey.
I'm going crazy. That's Sersky. I got the Kappa little sweats on me. You know what I mean?
Kappa track pants.
Just a little cool little. You feel me?
Some slight.
I got the little Yeezys on.
Highlighter joints, highlighter zebra joints.
That was just cool.
Right. So slight.
I got that shit.
So slight. Nah, bro. I'll be rocking with Shout out Complex Sneakers Pod. Shout out Throwing Fits. Shout out Disconnected. All them pods, bro. Like I gotta show homage. So like just on my side, yes sir. Pro, come on, they gotta know we dripped up, draped out here. Just come on, you see the yellow sea salt 550, the New Balance 550s. Shit, I just got some khaki joggers on. Like honestly, we know joggers is kind of out, but like he said, we also roll out of bed shit. You know what I mean? So forgive me, but
they're not even honest. I mean,
shit, I got paying homage to this podcast shit. I got a Rory and Maul tee on. I don't care if it look like I'm a fan. It's a good cut. Shout out Vanity. I really fuck with how they went with a streetwear brand to make their merch. So honestly, like as a fashion, motherfucker, like we kind of pay attention to the weight and the cut of a t-shirt and whatnot. You put me on earlier to IG kind of like vintage lookbook page. What was it? Not Too Busy workshop. Yes sir. So like, it's you see me rock the Bape Stussy collab trucker hat and whatnot. You already rocking the NERD hat, so it's already that same type of vibe. But right now, shout out Cam, Cook Up Cam, COD alum. I got his hat on right now, Amana and whatnot. But yeah, bro, like honestly, like kind of like who influences your style?
I mean, I feel like everyone gets influenced by a whole bunch of shit, bro. It's really a big combination of shit.
Yeah.
But then again, it's not really a big combination of shit because I don't really give a fuck about what niggas got going on at the same time. So it's kind of like hard to answer.
Right.
I say like I get inspired by like my niggas for real. For real.
Yeah.
I you know what I'm saying? Like BK, he inspires me.
Yeah.
Mainly, I really just be talking fashion shit with him. I really don't really be on too much with anything else. Anything else, I'm just focusing on like what I got going on.
Okay.
Whatever I see, whatever I like, bro. You feel me?
Right.
If we're talking like people, I don't really be getting inspired because I feel like niggas just be wearing anything.
Cause y'all moving slight like a you know little ASAP click. Yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all moving slight. I see y'all out there. Oh shit. ASAP Piff, he legit. Look at that. But nah, I'm fucking with y'all. But nah, man. You know I gotta bring it back around because of course you said you don't sound like anybody, so I just gotta ask in a different way. Who's influenced you musically then? You know, before you got into it, who really was you taking some cues from?
Number one, Pharrell, for sure.
Facts.
Pharrell, early, I'm talking like grade school. You feel me? Like early. Definitely him. Everything he did, everything he touched, I was on it.
Yeah.
Picked up on shit real early with him and the Neptunes, him and Chad, NERD, all that shit. As far as like really influencing, like coming up or like nowadays, like what you mean?
Well, I guess like who like kind of influenced your style? I mean, now of course it can be anybody, but like who like was the foundation? Oh shit! Go ahead.
I'd say I don't know, like Kanye for sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, just certain niggas, bro. Like, like MF Doom for real.
Facto.
Listen to him growing up, that shit was hard.
Yes,
I just like his whole aesthetic for real. Cool. I wasn't super inspired on like the looks of it, but like sonically, the shit was beautiful.
Right. Nah, you know, you mentioned Pharrell and Kanye. Did you peep his documentary on Netflix? Kanye's documentary?
Yeah, I watched that bitch like 3 times.
Word. You got like, does that inspire you? Is that how you really be in like the studio? Because like the one scene that I go back to, of course, thinking about Pharrell is like Kanye playing that for him being a new artist, playing that for somebody like Pharrell, and then Pharrell being like, I didn't know. Right. Like, I knew, but I didn't know. And then him turning around and being like, yo, you're my favorite artist. Especially after Kanye was playing his stuff for what? Luda, Scarface, and all these other guys who were like, okay, you cool. But here's someone like Pharrell who's really like taking a chance on him and whatnot. Kind of like, I don't know, like how, you know, does that motivate you really? Like just seeing that and whatnot?
100%, bro.
Right.
Like, to me, seeing his early beginnings, bro, is like, damn, like I'm on the right path. You feel me? Like his hunger reminded me of my hunger. You know what I'm saying? His struggles reminded me of my struggles as an up and coming artist. So, and he was already low key up for. He just wasn't where he wanted to be yet. He was already in the industry around Jay-Z and Rockefeller.
And another crazy thing about that scene is like, you know, you see how, like I said, Pharrell's the established artist. Kanye is the up and comer. He like, yo, listen to my track. Pharrell's the one who really sees it. He clicks. He goes like, and then to see where they're at now, almost equals. You know what I mean? Now they're competing. Pharrell, Kanye, producing on Pusha T's album. Did you listen to that project? Pusha T being a Virginia artist himself, you know, did you tap in?
Yeah.
Kind of how did you
I
rock with that project?
That album was honestly was fire. Like I fuck with it through and through.
Yeah.
I think Pharrell definitely held his own on the production side, but Ye did too. I gave him a clean 50-50.
Yeah, okay.
But the sounds was right. It was definitely classic Push.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Because to me, it shows me like, think about it, like, you know, you're coming up, right, and you got you know your influences, like how you said, and people you might look up to and things like that. But you know, getting in this game, of course, once you get in it, you're in it. So these guys are gonna be equals at some point. I feel like that's what you're competing for, right? So
100%.
Exactly. I mean, so let's go back to you doing these 2 shows a month and whatnot. The next show you announced is when?
So I think what is it, May 28th? May 28th.
Right.
That's the next one that we can, you know what I'm saying, 100% speak on.
Okay.
We got other things brewing, but we gonna, you know.
Right. Now we're like kind of, I guess, where's your I guess your goal? Where's your, I guess, plan of attack with these shows, right? So like, as far as, are you trying to just get the momentum of shows going, or are you trying to step up and be trying to do those type of shows where you're like opening for the bigger artists and things like that?
Yeah, nah, I mean, we just gradually get into those shows, man. For real, I feel like you gotta start somewhere, and like I've always been doing shows ever since I was legit, but I feel like these shows recently have been they kind of been like standing for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what
I will say outside of the shows is, you heard how I started this episode off talking about how like I was really, you know, being like, yo, I gotta interview you because I thought you dropped the project. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, you was making so much noise, I thought you dropped the project, not just the one song. Sure. So the fact that you got the you know, the shows going right now and whatnot, but you also doing the internet thing, right? So, you know, speak on the podcast, how that's going.
Right. So I got
which, you know, I gotta get on there. We gotta do an episode with the guys over in their studio and whatnot. So
for sure.
Yeah, we gonna get it cracking.
So under the Addict and Friends Network, I got a podcast. It's called Underground Now.
Yeah.
It's with my boy Milso and my nigga Young Fuego, and we got we're on like episode 6 right now. We just filmed it like the other day, so it's doing pretty good, bro. Something different for me, for real. Like, I just wanted to, you know, like Milso, he came to me with the idea. Like, I thought it was brilliant. And it definitely helps just kind of tie like everything in together, like just media wise. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a good. I think it's a good listen. It's a good watch. You know what I'm saying? I should definitely tap in.
Yeah. Sure. Now, of course, you know, not only that, but you did the Pass the Ox.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, explain that. Like, shout them out and whatnot.
For sure, nah. Shout out to my nigga Jay Drizzle, and shout out to Pass the Ox, man. That shit was fire. I had did it a couple years back, like before the pandemic, and it was cool. It was like a really good experience for real. It was different, and he had hit me up a couple months back, and he said that he was bringing it back, and he wanted to do it again, bigger and better. So I was down, and we got together. He rounded up, you know, a few of the good guys, some great local talent, and we did that shit. It was fun. It was cool.
Facts. Nah, of course you keep going. So it's like you got the interview with the streetwear IG page.
Yeah.
Who is they? Because I don't want to you know, be disrespectful and not actually shout out the real
just
page.
For kicks. Yeah, just for kicks.
And you shouted out the 550s. How'd that come about?
Man, I just, you know, my manager, you know, he passed the word through and said that that there was an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, somebody wanted to interview me. It's, you know, just speaking on just style and sneaker fashion, but just like along with, you know, just like the music and stuff like that. So I was down, and I actually followed dude, what's his name? Jordan, yeah, nah, I fuck with you, bro. Like, he really came through. It was different, man. I think like the questions were really thought out too. It wasn't like no dumb shit. Yeah, you feel me? And I like the presentation, so it was fire, bro.
Okay. Cause yeah, man, like I'm saying, like you know, those kind of 3 things back to back in like the past week, I was like, nah, you really on it as far as internet wise. So like, you know, keep that going as far as with the shows too. So you already know. You know, the trajectory of you know, where you headed with that. But yo, so like, you know, you was talking about you know, shout out Jordan and whatnot. Last time, you know, or at least the first time, you know, that I linked with you and whatnot, when you was performing with Phoenix and whatnot for that joint. You know, you was talking about a video that didn't come out yet, or that was supposed to come out, that was getting stalled or whatnot. Did that drop yet? Can you talk on that? Can you talk on that? Do you want to talk on that? We can move forward. No comment.
But just know that man, we ain't even gonna speak on
that,
man. But just know that just know that I did shoot a crazy visual for my album Vyper.
Okay.
And it will be out soon.
Alright.
So make sure that y'all niggas stay tuned for that shit.
Cause I was gonna ask
definitely.
like when can we expect a new visual and all that. So.
I just really been in the crease, really just finishing the album. But now that that's done, I just been really just planning these videos out and really trying to like come different with these joints this go round. So we finished the first visual, the first single to the album.
Right.
And that's coming out a couple weeks. I'll give it like 2 weeks.
Any moves planned for outside of Maryland? I mean, excluding LA, of course. LA is the big one that everyone's going to. Mm-hmm. But you're looking for any shows like New York, New Jersey. Like, what's the game plan for branching out?
Man, I'm trying to perform everywhere. Bro.
Right.
Like, nigga, if they want me in fucking Amsterdam, I'm there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think like the idea of touring is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to see the world and do what you love at the same time.
Exactly.
Clean. You know what I mean? So, I performed in different states. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing. I feel like it's full circle. It's a representation of the hard work that you put in.
Right.
So I'm definitely looking forward to like performing outside of the DMV area. But for now, just getting that buzz around here is just like what I'm focused on right now. And really just pushing this album and just feeding the fans, bro, because they've been really, 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 really asking about me, just asking, like, we're just like worried about the album, bro.
Right.
He's just
right.
Like, where's the album at? I'm saying it's coming out this date, then I'm pushing it back, not saying nothing about it, then randomly popping back out,
Right.
So it's just one of them things.
Right. No. I mean, with a new album comes merch. You rocking the 3500 hoodie already. Is there any new merch on the way? Anything we can expect?
Sheesh. I can't really even speak on that, man. Just know that when you'll know when you know what I'm saying? I can't really say too much right now.
Right.
But yeah, you feel me? Yeah. To answer your question, yes. Yeah. There will be new merch.
All right, word.
As far as elaborate, I'm not going to do that right now, but yeah.
All right.
Just because we know that people really want it, you know what I'm saying? And we appreciate everybody who's tapped in and really supported, about either like the sweatsuits or the shorts, the t-shirts, whatever niggas really did. They always supported. You always sold out, so I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we got some shit that's going to knock out over the head. We're just sneaking, you feel me? Sneaking, man.
Big facts. Alright. Now, is there anything you need to announce? Anything you need to say to the people?
Gargoyle, Heartbreak Mags, out now, streaming everywhere. Vyper is on the fucking way, May 20th. Sorry for the fucking wait, but telling y'all, 15 songs is very much so worth it.
Any other singles dropping outside of Selfish?
So Selfish was a single that I did outside of Vyper. That's just like something I just wanted.
So we haven't heard anything from Vyper yet?
Not at all.
Alright.
Not even a little bit. The crazy thing is though, is that I'll probably end up.
Are you dropping anything new, or can we drop something on this podcast?
What you mean dropping anything new? I mean,
because we play a song at the end of the podcast. I was gonna play Selfish, but if you got something from Vyper that you want to premiere, you want to drop. I'm not. He said it ain't ready yet.
Nah, I mean, it's ready, but we.
Is this your manager in the cut?
Yeah.
All right. So I was wrapping up the episode. But should he get on here for a few questions or what?
He's incognito, man.
Yeah. Okay.
He speaks to me, honestly.
All right. I respect that. I respect it. All right. So yeah, May 20th, the project is under wraps.
Venom is already out, so stream Venom.
Yeah.
That's on all platforms as well. Spotify, Apple Music and shit, SoundCloud and all that. And yeah, Vyper, May 20th, man. You know what I'm saying? 15 songs.
Yeah.
Shout out Josh, you're a fucking genius.
Yeah.
You're a fucking genius.
Hey, I gotta ask though. So, like, I did mention your live shows earlier, but how would you describe your live shows? Like, what kind of energy do you bring to them? What could people expect at those? Since you was, doing them 2 times a month now, whatnot. So,
Turn.
yeah.
One word, turn. You know what I'm saying? You pull it to a Piff show, it's turn. You're going there, cooling it, and you're leaving there, turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, for anyone who's been to my show, you know that I'm very like animated, and I just want everyone to feel like included when I perform. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them experiences that you just must go to. I can't really like explain it. You know what I'm saying? But it's high energy, it's love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's also rage at the same time.
Okay.
So it's crazy.
Okay, I'll rock with that.
It's like a blend. My supporters, they're like lovers, but we turn up.
Right.
Like we rage, like we go crazy. You feel me? Like,
so, if you had to leave something with the people, what's something that you I guess what a few words that do you have for the people?
Shit. Follow your gut. That gut feeling, that first feeling, don't ignore it. Because those are probably, man, I'm just trying to tell y'all, those are probably the best outcomes that you'll have, and you'll go against it for no reason, out of fear. Just trust your gut. Trust yourself.
That's how you approach your tracks in the studio?
I mean, I've been doing this shit for so long, like, so I've been kind of like had.
Because earlier you mentioned that you don't write, right?
Yeah, no, I definitely don't write. I haven't written a song in, I don't know, probably like.
Now a lot of people say they don't write.
Like 3 years,
Yeah. Now the only reason I'm, kind of connecting these two is that, you saying go with your gut and whatnot. So in the studio, of course, a lot of the times, like, trying to make that transition from writing to punching in or freestyling or whatnot, you like, does it sound right? Is it structured enough? Like, so everyone who says they made that jump says, nah, it feels way more free. You saying what you want, you saying how you feel. Kind of like, how was it when you finally made that like full jump to no paper, no pen, no nothing?
It was kind of settled, to be honest with you. Like, it wasn't a big deal, but I just started to notice myself getting better with it, and then after a while, I just like never went back. Never went back, bro. I just never went back. So it's been, I'd say, I mean, from time to time, I'll like write verses. If it's like a certain type of song I feel like I need to write, or if I'm trying to start off a certain song and I can't really come up with it off top, I like write down an idea and then go off that, like for like the rest of the song and not write anything else. But I don't write, bro. Just straight punching, man.
Okay. Okay. Nah, cause when you say that, I just feel like it does speak to the ethos, right? So as far as the song making, and as far as like earlier what you said about the performance style, I think that's definitely something that people can take from that. So as I said, I was gonna play "Selfish." Is there any other track you're trying to throw at the end of this episode?
Selfish is a good song.
Or do you have a video, actually? Because this is a video pod, and I actually haven't dropped a video at the end of a pod in a while since the last artist I interviewed. If you have a video out there,
you could pull up the last video that I dropped, which is "Ghosts Never Die."
Okay.
That joint's crazy.
All right, well, you heard it here first. Piff 3500. Where can they find you? What's your socials, man? Drop those.
At Piff 3500.
Yeah.
PIFF 3500 on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, on all that shit.
The official rap name is Epifani.
Epifani, yeah.
And that's what you have to search to find you on Spotify?
That's what you have to search to find me on Apple Music and Spotify and SoundCloud. But if you type in Piff 3500 like on Google, all my shit will pop up. Or if you go on my bio on Instagram and just go to my link tree, everything is on there as well. So you really can't miss anything. Everything's on there.
Well, hey, man, thank you.
For
Piff
sure,
3500,
appreciate you.
COD Podcast, your boy, C. We out. Let's spark.
no lie, I'm smoking no cigar, I'm smoking no pie. Yeah. Smoking no fire, these niggas they hating and I don't know why. No, I don't know why. Niggas be hating, man, I don't know why. Go get you a bag, go get you some pussy, go get you a job. I don't fuck with these lanes, I don't fuck with these niggas, hey, I'm tryna black. Let's go. No, I don't fuck with trouble, I keep it shut when I catch me out. Every time I get that out, we don't trust these niggas, keep that fuck shit off our block. We don't do that, please don't do that, you get popped. Please don't do that, if money coming in from my direction. Toss me a bag, you know that I'ma catch it. My bitch a bag, she goes to her fashion. Give it a dick, she say it's a blessing. Wearing high fashion, walking around the man. She sipping on dirty while she dirty dance. She tryna fuck with me, but I can't chance. No, shawty, no romance. He makes it my heart, I can't dance on them. Shawty get correct, she know that I'm him. I'm getting these checks, might fly to the hill. You can't fuck with my gang, niggas know we too real. Do this shit on my own, no, I don't need a deal. Go never die, yeah. 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 Go never die.
500 world.
It's the Cod.